The wind howled down the empty road, rattling old signboards and kicking dust into the fading evening light. People on the street turned their heads in the same direction, all recognizing that low, thunderous rumble that made windows vibrate and hearts quicken. The iron serpents were coming. Their reputation alone could clear sidewalks. A dangerous biker gang known for territory fights, brawls and roadside bars, and the intimidating man who led them, Ryder Creed. A name spoken in fear. A presence heavy enough to silence an entire block. And on this particular evening, as dozens of roaring motorcycles cut through the main street of Ridgewood, one lone figure stepped directly into their path. Not a girl, not a woman, really, but young, quiet, and rattled enough that her shoulders trembled with each shaky breath. Lena Hart. And in the next few seconds, her entire life, and the town's, would change forever. Lena never meant to be there. She had only meant to walk home from her shift at the small bakery on Elm Street, the same routine she followed every evening. She didn't look up, didn't check the time, didn't even realize what day it was. Friday, when the iron serpents always rode into town. Ridgewood froze every Friday. Stores pulled shutters early. Families hurried home. No one wanted to cross paths with Ryder and his infamous crew. But Lena, she was new. She had arrived only 3 months prior, with no family, a quiet demeanor, and a past she rarely spoke of. People saw her as polite, hardworking, always carrying a notebook full of sketches she never showed anyone. And today, she was too distracted to notice the thunder approaching. Her little brother, Eli, had run away from their old home 2 weeks ago. She'd been searching ever since, calling shelters, old neighbors, friends, anyone who might have seen him. That evening, she had received a call from an unknown number, a voice claiming they'd seen a boy who matched Eli's description near the old freight station outside town. Her heart had sprinted faster than her legs. She didn't see the headlights. She didn't hear the engines. She didn't realize she had stepped directly into the road until the growling roar was right in front of her. People screamed. The gang braked hard, and leading them, riding a steel-black motorcycle with a serpent etched into the fuel tank, was Ryder Creed himself. Ryder had seen a lot in his life. Fights, betrayal, death, loyalty, and everything in between. But he had never seen someone walk directly into his path without fear. At first, he thought she was reckless. Then he noticed the tears she tried to blink away, the trembling hands clutching a crumpled piece of paper, and the frantic look in her eyes. Not defiance, not arrogance, desperation. That he killed the engine. The street went silent. His men stared, waiting for his reaction. One wrong move from her, one impatient decision from him, and the entire town would suffer. Ryder climbed off the bike and approached slowly, boots heavy against the asphalt. "You got a death wish, sweetheart?" His voice was deep, rough, and dangerously calm. Lena swallowed hard. I didn't see you. No one walks into my lane without seeing me. I wasn't looking." Her voice cracked. "My brother, someone said he's missing. Someone said they saw him." Ryder's expression didn't change, but something in his eyes shifted. "You walked into a biker convoy because you were looking for a kid?" Lena nodded, breath trembling. "My kid brother. He's 13. I'm all he has." For a long moment, Ryder just stared at her. This small, terrified girl who stood her ground even when the world expected her to run. And then he did something that stunned everyone. That he held out his hand. "To the freight station, right? Get on." Gasps rippled through his gang. The iron serpents didn't give rides to anyone, and Ryder Creed never helped strangers. Lena hesitated only for a moment before climbing onto the bike. Her hands shook as she gripped the edges of his jacket, unsure whether she feared him more or losing her brother forever. The convoy rode together toward the abandoned freight station. The world blurred past her. Lights, shadows, memories she tried hard to forget. Ryder spoke just loud enough for her to hear through the wind. "You look like someone who's been running for a long time." She didn't deny it. He continued. "What happened to your parents?" Lena bit her lip. "Gone. It's just me and Eli. We were placed in a foster home after everything that happened. He didn't fit in. He was being bullied. He ran away. I've been trying to find him ever since." Ryder didn't ask more, but Lena didn't know that Ryder had once been a runaway kid too, long before he became the leader of a feared biker gang. They arrived at the crumbling freight station, its rusty metal siding groaning in the wind. Graffiti covered the walls, windows shattered years ago. It was the kind of place where danger lingered in the air. The gang spread out, watching for trouble. Ryder motioned Lena behind him. Stay close. She obeyed, though her heart pounded as she called out softly. Eli? Eli, are you here? Ryder's men searched every corner, every shadow, every empty room. Then, a small noise, the scrape of a shoe. A boy with messy dark hair, thin from running, and eyes wide with fear stumbled out from behind an old crate. Eli, Lena choked, dropping to her knees. Oh my God, Eli. He stepped backward, terrified. Lena, don't, they'll hurt us. No one's hurting anyone, Ryder said firmly. Eli's eyes darted between Lena and the gang. Who are they? Lena answered softly. They helped me find you. Eli trembled. I thought you'd given up on me. Lena pulled him into a hug so tight it nearly broke both of them. Never. I'll never give up on you. Ryder cleared his throat. Let's get you two out of this dump. But trouble wasn't done yet. As they headed back toward the bikes, the screech of tires split the silence. The black SUV slid into viewpoint. 3 men stepped out. One's Ryder recognized instantly. Men who shouldn't have been anywhere near Ridgewood. The Black Vultures, that a rival gang known for targeting runaways, exploiting them for petty crimes. Ryder clenched his jaw. You followed the kid here. The leader of the Vultures smirked. He's useful. Knows how to slip through places. We weren't done with him. Lena's blood froze. Ryder stepped in front of her and Eli. You're done now. The Vulture leader laughed. You really going to start something over a runaway kid and some girl you don't even know? And that's when the Iron Serpents revved their engines behind Ryder. All 50 of them, sending vibrations deep into the ground. Ryder smirked. I'm not starting anything. He paused. I'm ending it. What followed was chaos. Shouts, fists, metal clashing, the roar of engines, and the crack of bone on concrete. Lena shielded Eli behind a crate as the two gangs collided. Ryder fought like a man defending his own blood, every hit fueled by a rage Lena didn't understand until much later. And when it was over, the Vultures were fleeing, bruised and beaten, leaving the freight yard in terrified silence. Back in town, Lena patched Ryder's cuts with trembling hands. She worked carefully, her touch soft, her gratitude unspoken but heavy in the air. You didn't have to do that, she whispered. I did, Ryder replied. Some of us know what it's like to feel abandoned. I couldn't let that kid be taken. Lena's eyes softened. Thank you for giving me my brother back. Ryder held her gaze longer than intended. You're stronger than you think. Most people would have collapsed under everything you're carrying. Lena's voice shook. I was close. But you didn't. That's what matters. Eli, watching quietly from the corner, finally spoke. Are you a bad guy? Ryder sighed. Depends who you ask. Are you a bad guy to us? Ryder, kneeling to his level, surprised everyone, including his own gang members. No, kid, not to you. Eli studied him a moment longer, then nodded. Chapter 7. The unexpected. Being over the next few days, Ryder's gang quietly kept watch over the town, ensuring the Vultures didn't return. Lena baked fresh bread for the Serpents, surprising them with warm kindness none of them were used to. Eli grew attached to Ryder, asking him questions, following him like a shadow, and sharing stories Lena never knew Eli had been carrying. Despite herself, Lena found comfort in Ryder's presence, his rare smiles, his protective instincts, the surprising gentleness hidden under leather and scars. Ryder, in turn, found something he hadn't felt in years, peace, a reason to change, a reason to try. When the Vultures were finally driven out of the region, Ryder made a decision he never expected to make. He turned to his men. No more trouble. No more violence unless we're protecting someone. We ride for something better now. The Serpents exchanged shocked looks, but no one challenged him. Lena stepped forward. You're changing your whole life for us? Ryder shook his head. Not for you. Because of you. The town began to see them differently. The Serpents stopped being the monsters people feared. They became guardians, protectors, a symbol of unexpected redemption. And Lena, she no longer walked with her head down. She walked with hope. One evening, standing with Eli and Ryder on the ridge overlooking the town, Lena finally found the courage to speak the truth. You saved us, she whispered. Ryder shook his head. No, I just showed up. You're the one who walked into danger without hesitating. Lena smiled softly. Because love makes us brave. Ryder looked at her. Really looked at her. And for the first time in his life, he felt something stronger than rage, stronger than loyalty, stronger than fear that he felt purpose. And as the sun dipped behind the mountains, Ryder spoke words Lena would never forget. Doesn't matter who you were yesterday. What matters is who you choose to become today. That's how change starts. Lena nodded, tears glimmering. And that's how healing starts. Final message to the VNRS: if this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that kindness can come from the most unexpected places, then take a moment to reflect. Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Sometimes the smallest act of compassion can change someone's entire world. White medium star call to action for your channel. Be kind always. Glowing star, if you enjoyed this emotional story, don't forget to like the video. Speech balloon comment below. Would you trust someone with a dangerous past if they chose to protect you? I'd love to read your thoughts. Bell, subscribe to the channel. Be kind always. For more powerful, inspiring stories that touch the heart and remind us that compassion can change everything. Stay hopeful, stay brave, and above all, be kind always.